Yo, Internet, how's it going? This week in Dragon Ball Super, I will be fair because I'm gonna have to piece this shit up, man, for the serious half and for the fucking comical half, because again, I like to be structured in my shit. But still, for whatever this episode was, it was actually pretty. It was actually really fucking amazing because again, they took a character who pretty much just came in like out of nowhere, who honestly I still don't think is really all that good in the grand scheme of looking at some of the previous villains. But then again, he is something, man, that is kind of building of constantly building the story. So I do appreciate him. But this is the Black episode, or at least the Black and Zamasu episode, where practically that they just go 100% and then just fucking break the fucking villain gauge, or pretty much Black does in pretty much his sense of Vegeta saying like, I got stronger because of my anger, and pretty much Black realizing that, and then says, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do the same shit. I am gonna take all of my anger, and I am going to fucking like reach the next peak of godhood and create some fucking shadow scythe that can tear open the fabric of space-time and pull versions of himself like out of different pocket dimensions, I guess, because he don't even know where in the fuck this shit is going. He's just like, well, it's me, you know. And then this portal creates like like crazy versions of himself and shit, and then like, but it's sort of like the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, except for these beings that they're made out of dust, and you can't hurt them. So they'll break apart and then they'll reform, and then they just keep growing. So it's like the portals that they just keep making more and more and more and more and more of them. So yeah, it's kind of worrisome, or pretty much at the very least it would be. Now I'm shifting over to pretty much too much the comedy half for what's going on with Zamasu, and his thing is that, well, I gotta go kill Trunks, Mai, and Bulma, so that's what he headed off to. Except for the interesting thing about that, though, is that Bulma just said, "Hey, Trunks, do the evil containment wave." He's like, "I don't know how to fucking do that," and she's like, "Don't worry, just do these Ginyu poses," which is something that I found funny that he even brought that shit back. I think a few of those were even Gohan's poses back when he were the great back when he was the Great Saiyan man. So I think that was also a thing, you know, which if I really think about it, it's like, well, those really don't do shit, man, with the evil containment wave. And however, the funnier part about this, though, which probably, man, would have infuriated me, along with Trunks, is that you had this shit up on your camera phone and you didn't show me. However, again, with you just watching him do it, like, again, like, that's, I mean, like, you don't know how to structure your key, you don't know, like, the specifics of it. You see him shoot white energy out of his hands, throw it up in the air, and then shoot it into, like, a jar. Like, that's all you see. But somehow Trunks found it out within like 10 minutes. So I do kind of like the fact that Bulma was actually trying, man, to like say, man, was trying to sneakily throw Zamasu to the pussy and shit, and he was just looking at her like, I don't fuck with hoes, and it's about to and just choked her ass the fuck up. I'm like, oh my god, man, you fucking terrible. But honestly, they did catch him, but that did lead to pretty much one of the coolest but yet most confusing things to happen in Super so far, along with the whole previous thing of Black being able to cut through dimensions and shit. But of course, Black gets Zamasu gets out. They both fuse into one being. But there's one thing that kind of comes off a bit confusing to me, and it's, why are they calling him Zamasu? Now, honestly, I understand it, okay, because Black's original mind is actually Zamasu, and of course the future one is, you know, just the base body. I mean, again, clearly they both are the same person. It's just two different bodies just merged into one. But But you think about it, and it's like, well, I get it. They're both Zamasu. But we've come to know Black as a different name. I mean, like, we didn't call him Gomasu, like, when they fucking fused. So why not just fuse, like, a portion of each name and just call him Black Zamasu? I mean, again, it's easier, and it's not, like, confusing and shit, you know, of just saying we're both Zamasu, the fusion version. Like, that's too many words for that. Just call them Zamasu, say Black Zamasu, or fucking Zamasu Black, or some shit like that. Because it sounds a little bit cooler, you know. But other than that, though, I do believe that we are going to get our fusion battle soon. So until then, please tell me what you think about this down there in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next Jongravesshow. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.